So here is our brother here that I was trying to massacre his name. So I call him Dr. Akin.
Mm.
So yeah, you can pronounce that last name by yourself. He was on Arise TV not too long ago, on January the 5th. This is the same one that was promoting one Nigeria, right? But let's move forward. He said the South should call the bluff of the North. We cannot be united when we are not equally yoked. Oh yeah? The energy is being sucked out of the South in trying to remedy and carry the North along. In all honesty, oh, my brother wants to be honest. We love honest people. Thank God for 2025. It's all about
Mhm.
honesty.
Mhm.
Someone has to call their bluff. There
Yes.
is no alternative to the South calling the bluff of the North. In my own reckoning, we need to really discuss the fabric of the Nigerian society. My brother, Happy New Year. Welcome to the land of the living. Because not too long ago, my brother was, in the other room, the other side. He was in the other room. So it looks like, I hope it's not because your money is running low. I hope this is genuine. Because every time their money is running low, they will come out swinging, throwing out big words to scare their colonial masters. And once they get compensated, all of a sudden we won't hear from them anymore.
Yeah, I think he's real this time around because they are beginning to understand the danger ahead. So he has another video that he's put up that we have played before, where he explained his group, how they are moving, and they on from that video we know that he was able to articulate properly that the Yoruba nation is in serious danger. That once Tinubu finishes whatever it is he's doing in Aso Rock, all their children that disappeared, because in that video he mentioned how the Yoruba professionals are all outside their land and their land is being taken away. So they now understand the danger, because that's what we keep explaining to people, that everyone is endangered. We are all endangered. If we continue to play this hanky-panky game, hide in the other side, hide in the other side, we will all be consumed. So whether you call yourself Ijo, Igbo, Yoruba, whoever you are, we are victims of this colonial system. So Dr. Akin was able to articulate their problems in that video. And based on that, they're willing to work with Ninas and organizing their people, because we're saying each ethnic nationality, it is your responsibility to organize yourselves, because we have to work together. That's why this topic says liberation from the misery of neo-colonial one Nigeria is by a collective demand. All of us, you staying in your own land, this person staying in the land, but collectively we will make the demand that we want. It's not something you would do solo. The only thing you're going to do solo is organizing your people. But to remove the jail, to break the jail, to destroy the colonialism, we must do it collectively. You respecting yourself, respecting your neighbor, we work hand in hand. So my sister is going to help us to pull up another video, because we're saying, what are the indigenous people saying? Because for you to have a collective demand, that means that all the indigenous peoples, no, not this one, is a video, actually, the one that says third video. So we'll say, what do the people want? What is it that our people are looking to have? Everyone, even if you're 100, but you are an ethnic nationality, you are going to come up. You would say your voice, because we keep telling you that we are the voice to the voiceless. There's nobody that will be marginalized. There's no ethnic nationality that will be left out of that table of conversation. That's why I'm telling you that Ninas is the only solution for you. For us to break out of this colonialism, this neo-colonialism, you have to embrace Nina's template, because it is taking recognition of all the indigenous peoples. If you are a distinct ethnic nationality, you will be represented by yourself, by your people. That's why it says self-determination. Government of the people, for the people, by the people. That is true democracy. You will decide how you want to live, who will lead you. It is your right. We are not begging anyone. We are not begging colonial monsters. We are not begging the puppets that the colonial monsters put in our land. We are going to exercise our right the right way. We will do it through a process that is internationally acceptable. Everyone. So let's hear what the indigenous people have been saying. This is Ken Saro-Wiwa. You know he's from Ogoni and how he was butchered. His voice has not died. They killed him, but they've not killed his voice. That's the beauty of what we're doing. All the people that have been speaking for their people, all they have said, wanted, we have the record. We know their intentions for their people. We know what they had in mind that they wanted. And of course, you know, Ken Saro-Wiwa is from the Lower Niger block. We told you that Ninas has 3 blocks. The Lower Niger block, the Middle Belt block, and the Southwest block. So we're going to bring information from these blocks, what they are saying. You will hear you by yourself to know what they want. Because the politicians will tell you something else. But these people are the representatives, true representatives of their own people. Listen and hear what they want. Thank you.
Oops. Oops.
Is it playing?
Yes.
Okay. Continue to share, please.
Which has run as a monarchy for all these years. The Scots have their own ministerial system. They have ministers running Scottish affairs. You have a minister for Welsh affairs. And we are here wanting to deal with 253 ethnic groups or slightly less. And we want to promote only 3 of them or 4 of them, as the case may be. So you will find in all the ideas that are being put forward now, we want 6 federations. We want 8 federations. What are they saying? Allow the Hausa, the Yoruba, the Igbo to have 1 federation each. Then corral all the other minorities into certain federations. But in a true federation, all ethnic groups are equal, irrespective of size. If you talk of democracy, democracy is about that equality. And if you don't practice it, you are not a Democrat. So, my advice, if we want to keep this country together, we must not accept simplistic solutions. This is a very complex country. If you look at what I want as an Ogoni carefully, if you look at what the Shekiri want carefully, if you look at what the Hausa want carefully, we may be able to save the situation. But if you take simplistic solutions, we are running into a lot of trouble. That is where the regions failed before. And 3 regions failed, 4 regions failed, now people are talking of 6 regions. 20 years after that failure, I submit that it is wrong. I have an idea what we can do. We must seek a formula. Besides, the United Nations itself has been working very seriously over the last 15 years on the question of minorities and of indigenous peoples. There are indigenous peoples in Nigeria. Yesterday, I was sitting near a young man. He's a Kanuri, but he's settled in Lafia. I have a very fine friend from Lafia, Alaji Maidonoma. Very, very fine man. But he's a Kanuri. But he's Turaki of Lafia. Lafia belongs to the Ninzam people. What are the Ninzam people supposed to do? Are they supposed to like it? The same situation applies in Bauchi, where a lot of peoples are on Bauchi, where a lot of peoples are under the arm of other people. They are black people, all right, but it creates a situation of oppression. I submit that we have to look at it very carefully. Now, we must seek a formula which allows all ethnic groups in Nigeria to achieve self-determination and self-respect. This matter of self-respect is important. I go through the whole of this hall. I'm the only Ogoni man here. Is there any other Ogoni man? No. You are wearing the wrong clothes, my friend. Now, that creates...
He's as tall as you are too.
Yes, he is. Sitting down is as tall as I am. Now, basically, a country of this nature creates tremendous problems. For some people who never hear their language on radio, on television, and when they go into offices, they don't see anybody who can relate to them. And government today is a question of information. If you have information, you can do well. Business is a matter of information. Now, all these peoples are deprived of these rights. I speak for them, and I say that they have a right to exist. It's even worse when you provide all the resources, and then somebody comes along and uses specious arguments and deprives you of them and tells you you're in one country. What assurance do I have? What assurance do we have that tomorrow the powerful among us will not just say, look, we don't want anything to do with Nigeria anymore, and they will actually walk away, and we can't stop them. But when we, the small people, want to go away, then they will come and say, look, we have the army. We will get together and we will show you Pepe. No, sir.
Wow.
Yeah.
What a brilliant discussion.
Yes. And our people are speaking.
But before they entered my house that day,
our people are speaking. And we told you, through Nina's template for self-determination, there shall not be any minority or majority. What do you mean by majority, minority? What are you talking about? Is the colonial monsters that brought those nomenclature
in your father's own land, though.
Exactly. How dare they? You look at people in their land with their resources, you say they're minority. Minority to where? From where? So that's why we tell our people, no matter your group, no matter your nation, your ethnic nation, even if you're just 1,000, we don't care. You are a distinct people, and you have the right to self-determination. You have the right to say how you want to be governed, how you want to live your life, and how you want to manage your resources. So if you heard him talking there, he's speaking the minds of his people. We don't want the lying politicians that will come and say what the people did not say. So our people have been speaking for years. They know what they want. And we are willing and ready to work with them to get what they want. And thank God we have other people at the international stakeholders, local people everywhere, all over the world. People are tired of the stress. People are tired of war, crisis everywhere. So people are willing and ready to work with Africa, not even just Nigeria, to fix things. And you know what? We're not even begging them to be ready. We are coming. Because Africa is the only place, only continent that does not need another person to exist and and flourish. We provide all the resources for the whole world. So why can't Africans have a good life? So we are ready to do the needful.